with such generalizations, I'm always really wary. Objectivity and transparency aren't the same thing. And transparency is what journalism's always been trying to do. It just does it in different ways in different eras. Objectivity arose in journalism when there weren't very many people producing journalism, and a few people produced journalism for very large audiences. Because they had to unite and grip large audiences, they tended to say, we're objective, we're impartial, because it was an easy mass audience thing to do. As you've had niche audiences, which tend to be more natural in a digital age, the importance of objectivity is probably going to decline. It's not going to disappear, it's not going to get overridden, but it'll be less significant and less prominent. But we shouldn't run away with this idea that that's the governing idea for everything. Certain kinds of journalism have to be conducted in some conditions of confidence. For example, political journalists can only operate with off-the-record sources if they're going to tell anybody anything useful. Investigative journalists do have to some extent, conceal and disguise what they are doing. They may wish at the moment, in fact they should wish at the moment of publication, to show what they have been doing, but that doesn't mean that they will be wholly transparent right through the process from A to Z. Large quantities of information are much easier to dislodge into the public domain than they used to be. You only have to think about the Snowden NSA revelations or WikiLeaks or anything else to see. But there is a permanent competition between the established powers of government and journalism. Journalism is trying to get pieces of information that established power may not wish it to have, and the frontier about what's possible and what can be done and what can be put in the public domain is always a moving thing. Those big dumps of dislodged, leaked information may be harder to do in the future because information will be more restricted in government, digital security may improve. We don't know what will happen. So the effort to get information, that doesn't change. What digital technology really does for journalism is it opens possibilities. When you get big disruptive change, it doesn't come in one short period and then stop. It goes on in repeated cycles, year after year after year. And the single most exciting thing that's happening is that people can start things more easily and more cheaply. They can say to themselves, there's a way that news should be done differently. And they can go ahead and do it. And that's fantastic.